Hi, it's Judy. Thank you for watching my video. I just wanted to touch base and say hi and see how everyone is doing. I know on my YouTube channel, we talk a lot about the pendulum. We talk about angels, galactic light beings, the celestial realm, and the ascended masters. So my site is about helping people to be aligned to their spiritual blueprint and to understand that there's so much help that's available to be here for you now than ever. I'm going to just hit upon a couple things. One thing is, as you see that in my videos, I've been showing a lot about the pendulum, and then about angels, and then a little bit about business and using human design. And, it's a variety of things. Just so you know, I do have a guest coming on very soon very soon, meaning within the next week, that's had 6 near-death experiences. And she channels a lot of information and a lot of light beings. So she'll be on also. What I want to concentrate on right now, because I've been using the pendulum a lot, especially during the eclipse, or if I'm working with a client that has a lot of energy, maybe around their business, their personal life, around their family, their friends, whatever it is, to help clear it very quickly. But I also wanted to distinguish when I don't use the pendulum. The pendulum, so if you're watching my channel, you're very much aware that we are at a time where we're 5D or higher. The 5D, 4D, 3D, they have literally grounded into each other. When you deal or when you're clearing negative entities, that is not the higher frequencies. That's the lower frequencies. So even though we feel that we've elevated and we're doing so much more, there are times that what you want to do is clear the lower energy. Now, if you realize in all of this, you're clearing your energy, your perception of how you perceive things. So give that some thought of what I am saying. The other thing is energy can be changed and changes form all the time. So that's why, I love listening to Raymond Grace, because he talks about changing the form of energy and of water. I know that that's not what I do. I don't change water. That's not where my interest is. My interest is more about settling, changing the energy around up to a 10-mile radius from where I live, where I'm going, and maybe the same thing for my clients or whatever. Recently, in the last month or so, I guess, I worked with a couple business people, and their business was not moving. It was just dragging. Change was not happening fast enough. So I worked with both partners individually, and through the pendulum, I was able to clear the energy of a lot of their business associates, and their own energy in the business. And we were able to lift the ceiling up to bring in more money. And that worked very, very well. Now, on a personal level, I could have used the pendulum, but I am really heart-based. And I find that if I'm anxious or know someone that's anxious, or you're having a lot of different feelings, the pendulum for me is not, it might clear something for now, but it doesn't really go in, from my personal experience, into the DNA to activate the higher frequencies. So I'm bringing it up because during the solar eclipse and as we keep moving on to the great change that we're all part of, quote, new earth, right? As everything is elevating and changing, I find that getting to the human heart and the emotional heart will have permanent results. from what it is you're wanting to do if you use techniques that will do that. And then you don't have to go use the pendulum, right? And when you understand with your spiritual DNA that in your DNA has a lower frequency on the same range, let's say a DNA strand, and DNA is not horizontal or vertical, but that's how I'm going to show it right now, that in that, it is really about understanding the different frequencies. So to make the change, you go into your own spiritual being, into your DNA, and then you have permanent results. Also, when you understand it, you may open up all of your DNA, but you still may have experiences of it being in the shadow self of chaos, frustration, resentment, overwhelmed, feeling betrayed. I mean, all the things that we experience in life. And so it's very powerful when you learn within you how quickly you can change it. So it's like you're in a dark room as a shadow, and you flip the switch, and now you're in a higher frequency. Okay, so with that analogy, I wanted to go further into some of the changes. So what I'm finding in the changes, what's happening is why people are feeling like out of control and sad and anxious and trying to hold on. Life is not feeling safe, is because the energy is setting us up to feel more intense of those things. So if you are somewhere in you, you have anxiety and something in the environment and astrological charts, whatever is going on, is intensified, you're going to feel these things even more. So I want you to take a deep breath and be aware that you are in control. You really are. And you're very, very powerful, very powerful. So I know for myself during this last solar eclipse that there was some things I was going through, and it had to do more with people that come across as being authoritarian or pushing their authority or their in business or in, schools do that, businesses do that when you work for corporations, all different areas, government does that we get triggered, and it's actually in our own genetic coding of what we're getting triggered about. Now, remember your genetic coding, your own genetics, and we're talking spiritual. We could also say it's this way for the physical body as well. That's what's happening, is that we're in the collective consciousness. So how you feel, how your neighbor feels, how 100 different people feel, we're all having the same experience. So on a collective level, what you have to do is go in to your own soul, right, into your own self, and really change it. You have to change it from within. So with this, I just wanted to share how the importance is. Pay attention. You're experiencing your patterns of where you haven't been happy. You're experiencing the patterns of anxiety, of betrayal. That's what's coming to me right now. Someone I'm listening to might have that, but it's definitely overwhelm. It's feeling like the world is not safe. So things are setting up for us to show us that. Now, to clear it with a pendulum, we're changing energy. Okay. So to do it with a pendulum, you can, but to really, to have permanent change, usually from my personal experience, you've got to go in to your own cellular structure and change it. And then when it's changed, it's changed. With that, if someone has an interest, I don't mind coming on. If please leave comments. Once a week, I set up a time and I go in and we may clear energy like for 15 minutes, okay? Whoever is there will clear everybody's energy. We can do that. I can also do a meditation to uplift, and it's a healing meditation to help you get grounded if you're feeling out of sorts. So keep that in mind. If you will please comment if you have an interest, then I will know that. Stay tuned. Every week will be an angel video. Most of them are pre-recorded. There again, you can comment about some of the subjects that you want. We pre-record because we pre-record several shows at one time, and we kind of get on a the energy just keeps building for us. So that's what I did. I took Raymond Grace's video interview and I broke it down. The next ones I break down for him will be longer than 5 minutes. 5 minutes is, I think, too short. I was just trying to keep it short and to the point. I have another video of, I've interviewed him several times. So I have another video for sure that I will make it into smaller videos. So with that, I hope everybody has a great day. There again, the power is honestly not in this. The power is in you. The pendulum helps you to focus to change the energy form. That's all we're doing is changing the energy form. Oh, and I've mentioned this before. When I travel, it's very common that I will travel if there's any negative entities within the place or body. I will change it into pure love. And that way I don't get caught up in traffic. It really does make a difference. So I'm not picking up people's anger, and all their thought forms of being stressed out themselves. Okay, with that, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.